On
It's
YouTube?
still doing it. It's still doing it. Yeah, on YouTube. It's still doing it.
Hmm.
Alright. How is it now? Ooh, look at that big boy. How is it now?
Yeah, it's coming in clear at least.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, now to survive this.
Hmm.
I'm not now to survive it. That aggro.
Oh, and there you go.
Oh, I forgot to disable that button. My bad. Alright, now, back to getting where I'm supposed to be. Ooh.
Big guy.
Try not to get in their kill boxes. But they, like, the lag is making me overrun. Look at how much I'm running that way. God.
Yeah.
The lag, like, you can't predict how much, like, there we go. Okay. So now it's like the battle for the Sunwell. Yay. This lag is real. How is it on that end?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's better now on my end too.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm part of the Vanguard? Dude, I'm just a warrior orc. I'm not with the light. I'm just here for the ride. Oh, Clout with Silver Moon. I already got that from the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? From running dungeons.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I got some loot going on. Oh, that one's already got in the well.
Yeah.
Well, I feel kind of useless. Oh, so they're all up there. Dude, the lag is real.
Yeah, it looks like it's real.
got all my dots up, so I'm like, dude, hey, that took a long time for that dude to die.
Oh,
Oh, I got two on me.
oh boy.
Bring them down here to the other fighters and stuff.
Run, little one, run, little one.
Let the sentinel help tank it for me. Finally. Alright, so Imperial something other. Decaying human flesh. Yuck. Dude! I like control of my character. That'd be freaking awesome. It's just the lag.
Yeah, no.
Dude, that lag is real, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. This is that cinematic they've been showing us.
Uh-huh.
Raw! Heck yeah! Use the sunwell like a big nuclear, like a big laser beam. Which should make Silvermoon a
Oh,
holy
hell
city. It should be now. Silvermoon should literally become like a holy city of the light, because I mean the Sunwell is from a Naru, right? From one of those Naru.
yeah.
Come on, this whole thing about him having doubts doesn't work for me. You know why? His parents are the kind of parents, they're the kind of humans that they don't doubt. They just always put it aside and grind forward. Especially his dad, Terrellian. And yeah, he may not be raised around them, but he would have been raised around all the stories of their glory and their endurance and their fortitude of character and all of those things. So he would have been doing everything he could to be that. And when his moment comes, he would be it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't buy that story. It's some teenage emo shit. Dude, though, that was pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I guess, if I wasn't streaming, it would have been a little better. as far as experience, and like I said, I'll get better at what I'm doing with this. Um, I made more space, but apparently somewhere along the ways I ran into like a configuration conflict between my OBS studio and YouTube, and I had to resolve that. I didn't know it was there. One of the things I like about the idea of Twitch, I've been thinking about it a lot, is that you can do a pre-run, to see if you're having any problems before you go. And I'm sure there's a way to do
Yeah,
it somewhere in this, but I just haven't figured out what it is yet. Oh my god, really? You got to run that far. I didn't tell you to run that far. That's what I mean. Like
yeah,
the lag is making me overpress my keys. Yay, another currency.
oh my God, that's all you need. Another currency. Oh,
I kind of need to pick up my two-handed weapons, but or a one-handed weapon and shield, but I gotta stick with two-handed. I like my two-handed. All right, let's go where they disappeared to. They got some really fast mounts. Like they were gone before I even turned around.
really?
Dude, Silver Moon. Wow.
Mm.
It's alive now. It's gonna be a living city instead of what it used to be. Wow.
Yeah, half broken and
Yeah, you had to go around and there was the scar and everything. I'm so curious. I'm
yeah,
so curious to see what the outside looks like now that they like got rid of the scourge stuff. I mean, supposedly, I don't know. I haven't seen it myself. So you know how rumors and all that can be. Like.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
I didn't have time to like do some more overlay work for this. I want to get all that worked out before I like do, you know.
yeah.
I need to work on
Actually, I went.
uh
Actually, I went back. I went back to it, but it wasn't all done and all that. But I did go in the other side.
other side of
It
what?
was the side of the
Oh, right.
star.
Well, you haven't been in it
The
since
side of
you haven't been in it since it's new. That came with the
no,
pre-patch. You haven't done any of this stuff.
no.
Wow. Sanctuary Harbor used to be where you do that quest to chase around all those crackheads. The arcane ones, the ones that were like had withered, they'd become so like
Re-
deprived of magic that they were like withered, and they were fiends and they were like criminals.
yeah,
Wow. And naturally, since like the regent married a Nightborn, and you know how the Nightborn capital city is, right? And like Silvermoon is really
yeah,
similar to it because that's what split. They split from each other. It's like thinking about that he's married to a Nightborn, the leader of the Nightborn. Rebuilding Silvermoon would have some touches of like Nightborn to it, like,
yeah,
ooh, the lag is real. Everybody's
yeah.
already at home here. I've been wanting to make Silvermoon my home forever, and for some of my characters, like, it still was, like, my blood elves and stuff. Um,
Hmm.
God, this lag is real. Everybody in half of the world is in this like instance at the moment. There's still things
Oh my
I
God.
definitely got to work on to resolve the
Hmm.
lag thing because that affects like the control. You can't tell when to stop pushing a button, and I do a
Hmm.
combination of my keybind is a combination where I use my mouse to turn my head, like to turn my body real fast, but like I use strafe and I use my keybinds for movement too. God, this lag is real. Oh my god, I don't know what to say, guys. I'm sorry about the lag. You know, um, sorry about that. I'll get better each day I do it. I'm going to be doing it every day on YouTube from now on. And I may, as I graduate back towards like PvPing, which is really my main love, then, but I just don't want to jump right back into it without, without getting control of my character again and all of that. So using PvE to tune me up a little bit to get back where I'm like, can do it. And obviously I have system problems to work out too, you know?
Yeah, yeah, big
Oh,
time.
like I'll freeze for 3 or 4 frames. It's hard to manage. So I don't know how long I'll be running this stream. I wanted to run it until about 7. That looks
uh,
like it's going to be a little challenging to run till 7. I don't know. I mean, I could put up with it for a while, but if I keep trying to do some of those big fights, I'm not gonna.
oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna be
you're gonna have
very
to.
unsatisfied because I can control my character better than what it looks like.
hmm
It's the lag making me look like a shitty player, and I'm like, I'm not that shitty. I'm not like the best in this game, but I'm not this bad. Like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, the lag is really irritating. Oh shoot, I was going the right way. It's cool looking though, isn't it?
yeah. It is.
It's like visiting here during downtimes is going to be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got their demon gates set up for all the demon hunters. Yeah, I need to come visit on my demon hunter.
Ooh, ooh, yeah.
My demon hunter is a blood elf demon hunter.
Blood elf. Ooh,
Of course, the claymore, yo. It's not better than what I have, but of course the claymore. At least for the transmog's sake. We shall. Don't listen to that stupid void elf. In my opinion, all the void races are the last people you should like. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Last people you should listen to.
That's right. And for the horde, bitch. For the horde.
hmm
Suck it. This is a horde expansion. Even if it is another elf quest
hmm
expansion.
And then another elf quest is
Oh,
coming
hold
out.
on. Now we're getting into some real booty, maybe. No, none of it's better than what I have. The 34 slot. Well, I
That
already have
sounds
a.
like it.
I think I already have a regent bag. I think my bag is.
You do?
Oh no, no, no! No. That's probably what I'll pick then.
You have
See,
a
like
regent
Silver
bag.
Moon curio shelves. I have an orc's house. It's all spikes. I don't have curios. I have skulls. If things work out.
Oh, yeah, one is funny.
Maybe ears too. Oh, anyway, I don't even. I haven't even read the quest. Look how many people are crowded around the quest giver. You can't even see him.
I know. That's what I was trying to look for. I was going.
Hey, we get to go around the town though. Waycrest Rest. I remember these from playing a blood elf in Star. Oh my goodness, this is kind of cool.
Right there he is.
Yeah, so it's essentially an excuse to tour the new revamped city. Oh, I'm like that's cool. And if I can get away from the crowds a little bit, I can get out of this lag some. Yeah, you can just run right through the demon gate and not go through it. I like my immersion and I don't want to run through
Yeah,
the demon gate and run out the other side. But yeah, like being here makes me think I definitely need to make sure to do this campaign with my demon hunter because I bet it's different. I bet it hits differently.
yeah.
But yeah, I can't see me getting any like blood elf Cinderide decor. I didn't like them for their aesthetics.
Uh,
I liked them for their
yeah.
story. I liked them for their story. I liked them from the
mhm.
RTSs, like how rejected by the humans that they had been friends with, that they had been teaching magic to, of all things. That's kind of a state secret. And to go as far as consider humans to be friends enough to teach them something that powerful, and then for the humans to essentially be racist towards them for doing it, like what they're just supposed to give it to you, and like
Really, boy.
right. That's why I just don't like the Alliance side. It actually goes all the way back to the RTSs. That, and you'll never convince me that the Night Elves are good guys. They're not bad guys. They're for themselves guys, and I got no problem with that. But they're not good
Yeah, they're
guys.
like Pandorians.
Right. I mean, to me, they're
Yeah.
they're not good guys though. I mean, their whole like thing, they were supposed to be these more rustic, almost closer to trolls still. So they were like
Yeah.
tough, and yeah, the way they
Uh-huh.
got translated into World of Warcraft over time, they lost their bite. And so I lost a lot of respect for them in the MMO. I just don't like them. And that's why I want a t-shirt one day that says, you know, oh, is there a tree burning? Anybody got some marshmallows? Yeah.
Uh,
Or an orc sitting right next to Lendersill burning, and they're like having s'mores. Whatever the orcish version of s'mores is.
hmm.
Right? Check in the wake. Okay, I gotta go to the. Well, I guess this is who I talked to at the end of it. It's
I got no idea.
right. It's highlighted, so I'm like, yo, what's up? Forget it. I'll just go to the other ones. Do it last. Too bad it's so laggy because I wanted to bring people to the city and get a chance to see it without like, you know.
Yeah, well, actually, you could do that at about 8 o'clock. Get on and then go through
No,
there.
no. I promise you, I know my Warcraft people. When a new expansion comes out,
Um,
they've already got a pillow and a blanket stashed under their desk at work so they can take naps at work to recover from staying up way too late. Understand, this is a new expansion. Nobody that's a WoW player that really loves the game has a life anymore. I'm just saying,
uh-huh.
I know my people. And then they want to make fun of people that are like that, other players, but you know what? They're secretly like that too. They're just trying to say, I know you are, but what am I? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They make fun of the
yeah.
they make fun of the incels and neckbeards, but bro, they're
They're the
when
same
when
as
when this
neckbeard and
when this game has a new expansion, we all grow neckbeards. Doesn't matter if we're women. We exist
uh-huh.
here. This is our world. The other one is the one that pays for this one. Oh my god, I'm sorry about this lag, guys, and I'm literally considering hopping over to a character in a less busy part of the game because of it, because this is very
Yeah,
hardcore lag.
this is terrible.
It's unplayable. It's unplayable.
Yeah, it is. It's
And
unplayable and it looks good, but it's just unplayable.
yeah, it's way, way too much lag.
Yeah.
And
Just find a good place to get into and stay there and get out.
yeah, I don't know. So since you're the only viewer, I guess I don't have to ask the audience who I should switch to because, well, I just hate the idea of leaving. I want to keep playing. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I know my people, and
Mhm. Yeah.
so it's like I feel the exact same thing. I want to be in here until I have to go to work. Now I can't reasonably do that, and I know that, but I
Yeah.
but I don't want to quit
You
yet.
better not.
But the lag is just eating me
Yeah.
alive. And it's because, like I said, every player in the game has been waiting for Silver Moon to be fixed for 20 plus years. So,
Oh hell yeah. Especially me.
even Alliance players have
You
made.
know.
Alliance players right now have a Horde player just so they can come here and roam around freely. Like, this is the coolest city on the Horde side to a lot of Alliance players, even. So, like, obviously I play Horde so I can come here whenever I want, but it really is a really cool city. Like,
Oh
wow.
yeah.
And yeah, once this heat, cools down some, like as far
Oh.
as like the population. Everybody will settle in and they'll be out in the world questing and doing stuff. I'll come back
Uh-huh.
and I'll give a real tour where it's not lagged out and we can enjoy it. But like I
Oh,
said, since you're
good.
my only viewer, I'll let you throw in an idea. What do you want to see me play? Oh, my battery's about to die on my camera.
Oh, shoot.
So I might be doing my streams in little 30-minute blocks anyway.
Okay.
So what do you want to see me play next?
Oh, little goblin.
Play my goblin? Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Ooh, that or a mage or a.
That's not a race. I have a goblin mage. I have a goblin priest.
Yeah.
I have a mid-level goblin priest. I have a goblin rogue. I have a goblin mage.
Oh.
Yeah, I love me some goblins, and if you pay attention to World of Warcraft lore, orcs love them some goblins. How much so? A goblin designed Orgrimmar, the capital city, and it's perfect. It's very orcish. And they even,
Mhm.
and they designed the troll part of the town that's in there, and they obviously did their own part of Orgrimmar where the goblins live. And I know the goblins
Yeah.
area and I have trolls too. I have a mid-level, mid to low. Actually no, I have a low-level troll mage, frost mage, and then I have
Hmm.
I've been playing for a long time. I have tunes. Because sometimes, like, an expansion is perfect for one class or one group or what have you. And so you
Yeah.
you go make that one so you can have a spec that the story is closer to or is more valuable to, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, the all important fishing trainer. I at the very least have to do that before I go anywhere. Have to talk to the fishing trainer. Glory to the
Well, you know,
Sindorai. Huh? Yes, I must have fishing. Heck yeah. Y'all don't understand the value. Fishing is awesome.
yeah, it is.
Like
I
this,
like doing it.
there's a Sunday fishing competition. I'd like to, I'd
Oh.
like to get back to doing those kind of things. Just get on and chill and do some fishing.
Hmm.
I might not stream those. That might be more like hooking up with guild mates. I need you to come back so we can start recruiting and cleaning out the guild of people that have quit playing or have joined up with others. Although I've got them on my friends list,
Yeah.
and it shows some of them offline for 4 years, so they're not coming back. I'm just saying they're not coming back. It's unreasonable to think that they will. The lag is getting a little
Yeah.
better. I think people are starting to thin out and go do their quests. Anyway, let me go. Let me at least try to get this last little quest because it's part of the campaign. Let me get enough of the campaign done that what I'm trying to achieve tonight is get enough of the early access campaign done to where I have to wait until March 2nd for it to come out, which is tomorrow, right?
Yeah. It's
So,
just tomorrow.
yeah, the full.
No, well,
Huh?
yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow. The
Yeah.
second tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, and think about like how much lag there is here. Like
Uh-huh.
where only part of the population has access to it. Tomorrow, everybody in the game will. And thinking about it, everybody who played the early access part, we're out of the way. We've already done all this, so the people that play tomorrow will be here and we'll be out in the world questing. So it won't be as bad a
Uh-huh.
lag. We won't be bottlenecked so bad in the lag.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, not everybody has it. I mean, I'm
Mm.
having it partly because I'm streaming and I still have some background and some system things to deal with. And then there's a ton of people on right now, but it's wonderful to see it. Silver Moon was never this busy. Even back in Burning Crusade, Silver Moon was never this busy. There wasn't a ton of people in it. It just was never. It was always like a ghost town. And
Yeah, I know. That's why I like going there.
what? I didn't like it. It didn't have anybody there to trade with, talk with, to join up, to group with. Like when you're, I like Orgrimmar because like all you have to do is stand around for about 5 minutes, and if you haven't moved in 5 minutes and you're not near a mailbox, somebody will whisper you and say, "Hey, you want to go do this?" and so like, and
Oh, hey, okay, yeah.
and my experience compared to the Alliance side, yeah, I did do the Alliance for a little while, and compared to the Alliance side, I got way more random invites to go do stuff and just play with people on the Horde side. Heck, it's
Uh,
even happened to you. It's just better. Like, okay, I'm totally
yeah.
frozen in place. That's why I'm not moving.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, okay, so I spoke too soon. I wonder if that means there's a whole bunch of elves upstairs, like sexting with each other. So no more Horshire. New Horshire is in Silvermoon. Elves of many flavors. No restrictions. Look, Goldshire, think a Nightborn shows up in Goldshire, they're gonna get aggro. They're gonna get attacked by the guards. It's like go to Silvermoon and you can have any flavor of elf you like. Yes, World of Warcraft has in-game hookers, and they're real-life
Yeah.
players. Some people just play hookers in the game.
Well, hey,
To each their own. It's just digital, but that's what makes our world
yeah.
a living world. It's what makes it a living world. I used to be a punk, but
Uh,
though back in the day when they came up with the Brawlers Guild, right? And so it was down there in the underground tram in Ironforge. Was one of the access points to it. I think it's the only access
uh,
point, right? See,
oh yeah, Nine Fort, yeah.
right, and there would be. This is sleazy too, because the alley part of the trams there was all sleazy, like a nasty subway with rats running around. There's actually a daily quest to go get those rats, right? And there was elf.
Yeah.
There was an elf hooker in the corner sexting with a bunch of people, and I recognized it by what they were saying to each other down in the chat thing. And I'm like, why don't they go in, group up and do it in privately, whatever? But no, they're doing it right there openly. So I was standing there filming it, laughing, and they stopped doing it because I was standing there watching, and I was like, what? Go ahead, carry on. Don't mind me. They didn't, obviously. I feel bad looking back on it now because I was totally aggroing their RP. I mean, if that's what you want to RP, do it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm RPing a salty, over like muscled orc who's like, okay, I'm ready for my next quest. As long as it has killing in it, I'm happy about that. If you make me go fetch things, I might not be as happy. It is cool looking, boy. They really fixed this place up, didn't they?
Oh, really? Ooh.
And they took a lot of the luxury side of it out, though. Like it was very like I
Yeah.
don't know if you ever did the Shadow Temple raid. Did you ever do the Shadow Temple raid? Where Illidan had a
Shadow Temple.
Yeah, where Illidan had an entire harem of blood elves.
Oh, I
Right?
think I tried that once,
Yeah.
but it
That's a
pissed me off because I was like, it was like, well, right now,
It wasn't that
with
bad.
you.
It was just long. It was a fun fight. The boss fight at the end was fun. Fighting Illidan, but I kind of didn't want to because Illidan,
Yeah.
I knew from the RTSs Illidan wasn't the bad guy in the story.
Uh-huh.
And so them making him a boss in Burning Crusade, I was like, what? Like it didn't make sense to turn him into a raid boss to me. I mean, he was fighting Arthas and
Oh.
Sargeras and the demons, and like, how is he the bad guy? The Night Elves were too busy hugging trees, literally. They were running around the planet dealing with all the world trees. They're more focused on that than defending Azeroth. And it's like, what good are those world trees, hippies, if you don't have any ground to plant them in? You feel me? So I never like,
Yeah.
I never, yeah, I just don't, I call them naughty elves for that matter.
Uh-huh.
The N doesn't stand for night to me. It stands for naughty. Because you know what? Every time I seen somebody
No,
cosplaying as a
no.
hooker in the old days, everybody that cosplayed as a hooker in the old days was always a night elf. So it just became in my mind naughty elves. You know? It's like a dirty
Yeah.
Diana thing, but it's elves. It's like naughty elves.
Oh,
They'll always be that.
it's not the nails.
But naughty Nels. There ain't nothing else but naughty Nels. If you go to Goldshire, watch out. Watch your coin purse, 'cause the naughty Nels. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. We having us some fun. Well, what else am I supposed to do? Fly someplace? Why is it not? It says check in with the Waste Rider guy. I'm checking in with the. Oh, it's. I missed the button. I'm being a dork. It's my fault. Good way to learn Elfin.
No way, Strutter.
I've got one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got that one from the raid too. I can't remember what it's called though. That one that's like streaks of. It's like riding fire. It's cool looking. Okay, let's go talk to these peoples. I'm moving technically. I'm just not moving. I'm holding the keeps forever here. Yeah, there we go. We should do a song about the Naughty Nels. Because this is going to be another expansion, I think, that halfway through it, everybody's going to be like, man, all they ever do is stuff for elves. I'm like, well, yeah. There's a lot of elves in this game. I mean, you kind of have to. It's half the races are some type of
Yeah.
elf or related to it.
Uh-huh.
If you count trolls, and you could argue that half of the races in the game are technically some variety of troll.
Yeah.
Hey, the teleport room. Yay, the teleport room. This lag is real.
Come to get the
Now
teleport
that's
room.
pretty weird. That's pretty weird right there. That really is positioning like the night elves or the blood elves to finally the Cinderai to finally be more neutral like they should be. Because there's actually no
Uh,
rational reason for them to be on the side of trolls and orcs. I could see them being indifferent towards goblins because goblins were victimized by trolls. So they like have can have some, camaraderie in that sense, but they're so opposite like as far as elves are all elegant and goblins are all duct tape. Yeah, like, do you actually realize if we didn't do it, you guys wouldn't be here to bitch about it? Oh, sounds an awful lot like the Democrat. She must be a Democrat. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that. I'm, s- I'm sorry, but all they do is bitch about people using their common sense. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a fan of the other
yeah.
side. I'm not a fan of the other side particularly either, but oh my god. They need to lock themselves in a room and just hear themselves for an hour. They will realize how stupid they sound. You can't convince people to follow you when you sound like a knucklehead. When your logic is
Yeah.
like Rachel Mad Cow. Why? What justification do they have to start a war with Iran? A war that the United States should have done taken care of 40 years ago? I don't know, the sponsor of all the terrorism? I don't know, like if they'd taken care of it 40 years ago when the whole Argo thing and they were kidnapping people happened. Oh, I don't know. The people of Iran would be free, and they wouldn't have been a war on terror at all. So I
Uh-huh.
don't know. Maybe sometimes wars stop wars. You got to pick your
Hmm.
battles, and we picked the wrong damn one for
Or
40 years.
well, hey, it could just be that we had
Those
a Democrat for a
dude,
president, so
no, dude, even no, because even Bush, both of the Bushes, and they both are tied into the intelligence agencies. They knew. They
it,
knew.
look,
There would be
yeah,
no.
I know, but they're both Democrats
No, they weren't. They were Republicans.
that were Democrats.
They were not. They were Republicans.
Hmm.
Lifelong Republicans. That's why I tell people I don't give a shit about either party. They're both assholes. They're both wrong.
Yeah.
They're both only actually serving their own interests. And the thing they
Hmm.
agree on is keeping a reason for war to exist, so therefore they didn't take care of the problem when they could have, before it became a big, big one like it is now. We could have taken care of it.
Uh,
This could be
yeah, I
history.
know.
This could be history, and people could be going on vacation to the sacred flame in Tehran. and it would be a totally normal place, and they would have normal things like they used to have. I don't think people really realize, if you look back at the Iran of the 1950s and 60s, they had sock hops, movie theaters, cars. They were a sophisticated country. And then they let religious dogma take over. They let militantly religious people take over. And they've been miserable ever since. And they've been exiled in
Right.
many countries because it just wasn't safe to exist inside of there. And Iran, for that matter, was like, well, you're not allowed to change your religion, and if you do, death sentence. What the hell? To me, there's nothing more messed up than a country that literally tries to control its population in every, like, micromanages it into oblivion, gives it no breathing room.
Really?
Do you know a little piece of shit like
Yeah.
Volks? No, seriously, like a little piece of shit like little Volkswagen type of car, real junker, little. I'm not saying Volkswagen's junker, but you know what I'm saying? The lowest end car on the market is like 1 billion in their market. Nobody gets to drive there
What?
except the people that are exploiting everyone. And like,
Holy cow.
yeah, it's bullshit. Those people have had a boot on their neck for 60 years now. And the
Oh my
students,
God.
the students got out there and were protesting for a democracy to be put in place when Jimmy Carter showed up to do his meeting, and all Jimmy Carter did was suppress this, could you, so I don't look bad on TV? That's all he did.
Yeah.
Instead of going,
Yeah,
hey, hey,
go
and
kill half your people. You
and
know?
yeah, instead of saying, oh, hey, your people want democracy, you should give it to them. I'm not going to visit you until you do. Like a real
Uh-huh.
president and a real leader? Oh no, he was worried about his image.
Yeah.
But he's historically known for not being a fan of Israel, so he kind of is an ally with the terrorists that have been running Iran. He's kind of their friend, so he had no reason to remove them. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even think we should have had to have removed them. We should have sided with the students. The students wanted democracy. We should have just sided with them. We should have sat on the outside, supported them, but sided with the people that were crying for democracy. The reason there weren't large numbers of them is because they knew they were going to have jets flying over them and bombing them if they came out in big enough numbers. So most people just stayed quiet to preserve their businesses, their lives, things like that. They knew they'd have to go back to life after the protest was over, you could say. So a lot of people
Uh-huh.
agreed with the students. They did. A lot of people agreed with the students, but they
Uh-huh.
couldn't get out there in the streets with them. So I totally know. I know. While I was growing up going to the DoD schools over in Europe under NATO, I had a lot of friends that were in school that were Iranian refugees. The students were parents were refugees from Iran.
Yeah.
It was, children of professors and doctors and that kind of thing. It was professionals, and
Oh, the time they can't afford a car.
the kind they can't afford to lose, and that's what sent the country backwards. It wasn't their intellectual capability. They're one of
Yeah.
the smartest people on the planet. But when they're knuckled under, it totally changes the way things function. And that's what they've been. And I've been wanting my friends that are Iranians to be able to go home freely without fear for once. I mean, I mean, they're like on third generation now, third and fourth generation that have never known freedom at all. But their great grandparents
Mm.
did. All these do people.
Hey, you're at the bank.
Yeah. Now, of course, they're here for our protection. Now, look, banker, Saria, whatever your name is, I agree with you about the Alliance people. We should keep them on the outside and give them their own little camp outside so they can't come in because for the Horde, bitch. Yeah, we may have a crisis here, but it
Really?
still doesn't mean they can't go live in some war camps. So that we all know when this is over, they're going home. But anyway, right now I agree with you. Right now, from an orc perspective, they're occupiers. Give them tent cities outside, but
Yeah.
don't let them have access to our beloved cities.
Yeah, really. We want it to look good for as long as it can.
Well, I just know about Horshire in Goldshire. Their equivalent of the Crosslands. You know,
Yeah.
loaded down with night elves in there like being hookers. So I'm like, dude, if you let them come to Silver Moon, they're gonna like way go over the top with all these curtained buildings we got around here. Oh man, there's gonna be a brothel in every building by next summer.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's like, hey, is everybody ready to go do that raid? Well, no, I can't. I got 30 more minutes I paid for. Paid for what? Oh my God, get out of my guild. Go. If you're looking for a digital girlfriend, you need to go get touch grass. Just saying. Although
Yeah.
I admit this, I will freely admit this. If I met somebody who played World of Warcraft like I played World of Warcraft that like I could get along with and like have
Yeah.
a relationship with, oh that would be my preference. I want to if I had if I was actually on the hunt, I would be like, "Oh, give me a gamer boyfriend." You know. It's just the problem with having a gamer boyfriend. I mean, we both have to have our own servers. you know? And I mean, we'd have to do something
Yeah.
to make sure we're not like accidentally overwriting each other's memory sticks and stuff. Like, there would have to be some like real, like, they would have to have their gaming office and their gaming stuff would have to stay in it. And then I'd have to have my gaming office and my gaming stuff stayed in it. Then it would be perfect.
Yeah.
It's one of those, oh, yeah, I love to run around and game with you. But for that matter, they can even play their own games for that matter, but it would be super awesome if they're a WoW gamer, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it might not be so salty about all the people having digital sex in the game. I'm just kidding about that. But my experience with dating is if you say you're a gamer, a lot of people are like, oh, you're immature. Oh, so it's mature to
Oh,
go out and
yeah.
get drunk and chase ass every night at the bar? Sorry, my lifestyle's actually healthier.
Yeah.
In gaming, I have zero chance of catching a disease or a stalker. Well, I can't say zero on the stalker thing because I've been stalked in the game before. Because the minute your voice thing comes on and some people find out you're a woman gamer, they want to follow you around forever just so they can listen to your
Uh-huh.
voice. Because they're used to most of the women in the game talking to them like men. Because they are men. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know. But yeah, I would even go as far as having a World of Warcraft wedding if I met a like. No, I'm gonna take that back. I've been married twice. I will never, no matter how awesome they are, I will never be married to anybody again. That's some old Roman construct to like secure a tax base. It's not even needed
Yeah.
anymore at all. If two people can't come to an agreement and be honorable, then what the hell? A license don't make it better; it makes it worse.
Yeah.
Without a
'Cause
license,
then you,
you can be like, oh, damn, I never noticed you were a scumbag. Bye, and it's done. You don't have to go to court.
yep.
You know, yeah. So I don't
And
know.
then
I
if you
I
do
didn't.
get married, then you gotta like give half your stuff to her. And,
Oh hell no, that is never gonna happen. No, no, no. If I'm ever in a relationship again, it's yours is yours and mine is mine, and ours can be together, but they can't mix, and you can't touch without permission. You can't take my stuff without permission, and I wouldn't take somebody else's. So, like, fair,
yeah.
fair is fair. It should. You don't have to. I'm tired of that stupid stuff they try to program everybody into, where it's like these games of subservience and all that baloney. No, actually, it's better if both people are individuated and have their own lives.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about this shit 'cause of lag, dude. This part's annoying me a little bit because it's like you go around and talk to all the people, right? And all they do is bitch, right? Did you know that that's a culture? That's a culture. Like, I know people, I don't want to say
Culture of
anything,
bitching.
yes, or looking for sympathy all the time. That shit gets so
Oh
old.
gosh,
When are
yeah.
you going to take your freaking diapers off? And I understand venting because you had a tough day and it's nice to be able to come home to somebody and be like, oh, I had a tough day. Oh, how'd it go? But every day? What do
Mm,
you do when nothing happens? You just go looking for something so you can have something to
really?
talk
Yeah.
about, like so you can have something to talk about,
Uh,
like well, I didn't have anything to bitch about today. Hey, somebody help me come up with something to bitch about work before I go home. Well, come on, right? And I mean, seriously, I can't understand people who like to sit around and listen to people bitch about themselves, bitch about what they're going through, bitch about other people, and gossip. Good God, people, get a freaking life. I can't understand enjoying being
really?
around that. To me, some people
Uh,
might say it's toxic. To me, it's just stupid. It's a predictable. It's a every day the conversation's going to be about, you know what I hate? I don't care. Do you do anything besides hate? How about that for once? I'd like for once somebody to be like, hey, you know what I got to do this weekend? Oh, what? No, or hey, all I did was sleep this week. And how about some talk about cool things? Or oh, we went to
mm,
go see this movie. I mean, we could all bitch all the
oh,
time, but I mean, seriously, that's like,
what movie?
I mean, to me, that's like showing that you have zero personality. If your life revolves around finding things to bitch about, so you can have conversations
Yeah.
with people, really, really, there's a lot more interesting
Mm,
things. There's books, there's movies, there's philosophy, there's science and latest updates in science. There's art and there's fashion, and there's so many subjects that you can actually talk about that don't have to be bitching, you know? That's part of the reason I'm single is we literally have a culture of fucking titties. Whining titty babies.
yeah.
And apparently you're not a cool person if you don't have somebody to bitch about.
Uh,
My life isn't bad. I like my life. I don't really have anything to say that's like, oh, my life sucks. Oh, my life, this give me sympathy. Well, it doesn't always go the way I want. But hell, I don't usually even tell people about that because you know what? I just overcome it and move on.
uh,
On the whole, my life is pretty awesome. Other than this lag is killing me.
yeah.
It just really is, yo. Like I said, I work out some of my technical problems, and I can do better with my camera. Like, I didn't want to get a webcam. I'll admit that I'm using my cell phone camera because it's actually
Uh-huh.
pretty good quality. Um, I could probably set it up a little better, and yeah, I could set it up to where it could stay plugged in, and I won't lose the charge. But where I have it right now, it
Mhm.
ain't happening. It ain't happening, and it might take me 30 minutes to get up these stairs. I'm just saying. Now, I mean, I say I would be never willing to get married again, but I would do a fake like video game one with somebody I'm with. That's the one. But I ain't looking for it. And you know that,
Yeah.
there's a real problem with that. It's an alchemical thing. I'm an alchemist, right? And I realized something
Hmm.
about 6 months ago. A lot of
What?
a lot of advice you hear about love is it's the
Mhm.
kind of thing that if you're actually actively looking for it, you're not going to find it, right? And
Yep.
so
Hmm.
you need to put it out of your mind and let it happen naturally. Okay, so here's an interesting alchemical paradox. If that's how you attract love, what if you actually don't want it? And you're choosing to ignore it so you can put your focus on something else. Then technically by ignoring
Hmm.
it, you're attracting it,
Hmm.
right? So what's the solution? Look for it so you don't find it, even though you're not actually that interested.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just not
Because you
interested.
might actually get something that you don't want.
Well, no, it's the idea that they say that if you look for it, you can't find it. You need to let it happen naturally. So ignore it and don't look for it, and that's when it'll happen. But like I said, what advice do you give to people who don't want it? Look for it,
Really?
but then that takes up precious time that could be spent on something fun. And I'm not saying like relationships can't be fun, but my experience in America has not been that great.
Yeah.
I've either run into narcissists, egotists, or just people very self obsessed with themselves, or so obsessed with what the Joneses are doing that they can't actually, like, have their own idea of what they want for themselves. Like they have no identity, you know? I don't know how
Yeah.
this turned into a relationship stream. But if I did have an in-game wedding, it would be an orcish wedding, and it would be at Black Rock Depths, in the bar, at Black Rock Depths. So we can, so we can celebrate by having a bar fight at the end of it. That or out there on the barge at Thousand Needles, a goblin wedding where we could start a bar fight afterwards. It's like this is the
Yeah.
reception. Smash a keg on somebody's head. Woohoo for the Horde. Oh yeah, I'll never be on the
Oh
Alliance
boy.
side. Our side's the most fun. This is the side of anarchy, yo.
Uh,
The other one is the side of tree huggers. You
oh
know?
yes.
No, I come from that part
The
of
ones that
Texas. I come
always
from
turn
that
on
part of
you.
Texas. I come from the part of Texas that in the 70s, hippie hunting was the sport. I don't, look, I actually love nature. I do believe in protecting it from us. And I do
Uh-huh.
have a lot of things that would count as liberal things. So, I mean, technically, I'm a classic liberal, which we don't have very many of these in this country left. So I'm not really,
Uh-huh.
I'm conservative in the sense that, like, here's what doesn't make sense to me: the labels, right?
Yeah.
Conservative or liberal. Okay, if you open all 10 of your kegs at a party, even though only 5 guests are there, you've done something liberal.
Mhm.
And you're making an assumption that more than 5 people are going to show up, right? And you've ruined all 10 of those kegs by opening all of them, you know?
Yeah.
Conservative is like, a conservative approach is, oh, we've only got 5 guests and 10 kegs. Let's just open one
We're
for
gonna
now.
open one.
Let's just open one. We
Yeah.
still have 9 more.
Uh-huh.
That's the difference between a
Well, we'll
conservative and a
open
liberal.
those whenever we run out in the first one.
Right, but so you see what I'm saying? That's the difference between a modern conservative and a modern liberal. One is not saying that we can't access everything. One's just saying let's not access it till we need it. The other is saying
Yeah.
let's have it all at once. The other one is saying, well, I want an 8 course meal while I'm having a bubble bath. It's stupid. Kind of gets like defeats the point of having a bath. You see what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
philosophically, I cannot stand by the people who quote unquote call themselves liberal in the United States because they have no idea what an actual liberal is. None.
Hmm.
And they really should look closer at the definition that they're using for both. Because if you ask me,
Hmm.
the Republicans do not actually represent conservative. Conservative is code word for follow my
Yeah.
religious dogma, not yours.
Yeah.
Except when it comes to money, we can all be greedy as goblins and forget about morals. They're so hypocritical their own self. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know conservatives will jump in going, but we're the most likely to donate to charity. Oh, you mean you're the ones most likely to use money to ease your conscience?
Uh,
What about physically volunteering? Now some do, and I'm one of those that I believe in physically volunteering, helping people fix their yards or fix their houses or to keep from getting like fined, like old people that are like they've just kind of been forgotten by their families and the cities and states will, the city ordinance and stuff will get after them for them not being keeping up their yard, but they're like 80. They can't keep up their yard
yeah, I know.
and things like that, and they'll be threatening to evict them or do stuff like that, and young people in their own family will take advantage of them. So, doing things to help the elderly that have been abandoned by their kids. Now, look, some of them have been abandoned by their kids because they were awful to them, but they weren't awful to me.
Yeah.
So, and I don't get into that. That's personal. They all have their own remorse, their own trauma, but that doesn't mean we need to reduce them to inhumane conditions. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, like, and that's the liberal part of me. I'm a liberal technically, but liberal doesn't mean no common sense, and it doesn't mean that sometimes you don't take a conservative position on things. Sometimes you definitely do. Sometimes the most liberal thing you can do is take a conservative position on things so that you make sure everybody gets some. If you just open all the
Yeah.
floodgates all at once and make it all chaos all the time, you are not technically a liberal. You're an anarchist.
That's true.
I mean, honestly, and I don't have a problem with anarchy. I'd be all for anarchy. If we could have anarchy, then that means the population itself is actually evolved and become sophisticated enough to manage your own business and not be shitheads looking to use a middleman to strong arm people that don't agree with them. They live and let live. You see what I'm saying? But we're
Yeah.
not socially evolved
Mhm.
enough for anarchy. But our future should be, and that's really what people like Socrates and Plato and even Aristotle were driving at. The government's a crutch. We have to evolve beyond it. But until then, we have to use it. What's the best form? And so that's really what they were getting at. They weren't saying we have to have one forever. They acknowledged that it was a stopgap until we as humans evolve. And they had a real reason to believe in the species evolving because they could still look back to their ancestors who were living in animal skins and being nomadic and hadn't built polises yet. They could look back and did have a living memory of how primitive they used to be. And
Uh-huh.
we now are in this weird place where we look back at the primitive past and think, oh, they're lesser than us. Never mind that we're only here because of their achievements. We're standing on the shoulders of the past. We always will be. So you should respect the people of the past and respect how hard it was for them and don't do anything to throw yourself backwards,
Yeah.
you know? And that's not a conservative
Yeah.
thing. That's common sense, technically, and that's all liberal is. It's find a balance where government protects people the right way without overdoing it. Because if you overdo it
Uh-huh.
and you go tyrannical, you kill innovation. And you become like China, where the best thing you can do is
Really.
steal from somebody else and make a carbon copy of it. And then put your label on it and say it's
Yeah.
yours. Because, I mean, come on.
Uh-huh.
China's been the home of the bootleg for, I think they invented it. I think they
Yeah.
literally
They
invented it.
did.
It's one of the oldest, like, nations, even though they've changed governments a lot. They're one of the oldest kind of collective nations. They are technically the one where capitalism started. And I don't think a lot of people realize is the hard end of capitalism, the really hard end of the conservative movement is communism. It's that form of totalitarianism. So communism is not liberal.
Yeah.
Communism is not liberal at all.
Uh-huh.
Socialism is just light fascism. It's just diet fascism. So I don't know who these
Diet fascism.
right, I don't know who these people in this country are that think that they're liberal. They're not. They're not. If you're a socialist, you're not. You're not.
Mm.
A socialist is like everybody has to have the same bread for dinner, except the supreme leader, which should be me. So it's a bunch of people fucking each other over for power all the time. Nobody can trust each other. No
Mhm.
innovation. I wouldn't want anything to do with something like that. Where it's like, oh no, this one has red hair and it's spiked up like a troll. We must put it in prison and re-educate it to be boring. Who really wants to live in that? And I'm sorry, socialism is diet fascism. And that's the thing I've always
Mhm.
found ironic. Really, Europe itself, literally top to bottom, got destroyed to fight National Socialists in Germany. Then every government that was reconstructed in Europe was socialist. Am I the only one
Huh.
that's like, what the shit? You destroyed your country over a socialist country so you could become a socialist country. Wouldn't it have been a lot easier to just become socialists without the war in the middle, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to get into the political thing. 'Cause like I said, take a look at me. I obviously look like I'm one of those wild liberals that goes, "Yes, I identify as a seat cushion." And don't you offend my gender choices. I like to grope the butts of everybody indiscriminately because I am a couch cushion. That's what I identify as. What? Oh my God, I'm gonna
Yeah.
die. I'm gonna die because of lag. Hey, I didn't die. I did die.
No, you didn't.
I'm about to die. Dude, I just jumped down 4 stories. Dude, I survived jumping down 4 stories. I'm feeling pretty good right now. Yeah. I just did a very liberal thing. Like a modern American equivalent of liberal.
Oh, now you're jumping down 4 stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're behind, right?
Yeah, I guess
I'm getting
so.
close to the end of this stream anyway. I'm gonna go turn this quest in, and I'll go see what I can do about the lag. What I'm gonna do is, when I end the stream, I'm just gonna stay on in the game, and if my
Uh,
lag disappears, then I'll know it's like my settings inside my recording software, and probably do a few things to
okay.
adjust my camera. And it wasn't too bad having the shop door open and the light coming in. It wasn't too bad today.
Yeah.
I'd like to kind of get something cool to put in the background instead of having like the printing press and the vinyl cutters and the sign making stuff all in the background. But I mean, hey, this is being filmed from Banu Studio Inc.'s headquarters. Because when I get off work from working on stuff for the studio, I wow. I wow and eat. I wow and eat dinner, and I make videos. Like Monday night, I have an alchemy video coming out. I'm back on that alchemy series.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't even know anything about the light bloom. Oh yeah, that laser thing, that light laser thing that shot the void. That was so cool. I'm an orc, so I don't know why anybody's complaining about firepower. The more firepower, the better, baby. Putting it on display is so rah, zug zug.
Yeah. Everybody else appears to be either an elf or a goblin.
So you think on the next stream I should be an elf or a goblin? Like we're not saturated in elves
Yeah.
enough. I have an
Yeah.
hey, I have a rogue goblin or a rogue elf.
Okay. Okay.
So you want me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could get on with my oh yeah, Ariel song, and she's pretty.
Yeah.
Oh dude, I got all four. Yeah, I'll stop it here. Go ahead, because an hour-long stream is pretty good. Like I said, I set my schedule to where I stream until 7, which I'm gonna break it down into two blocks. You know, um,
Yeah.
but so I'll be back
So 6:30.
probably in about 15 minutes to start another one, and it'll be with my lower level character, Ariel song. And it'll give you guys a chance.
Okay.
It'll give everybody a chance to see Silver Moon City back what it looked like before. Because she's back like level 30 or something. She's not very high. Of course, I think she's in Zandal.
Yeah.
I think she's in Zandalar right now. I have her there.
Zandor.
Yeah, I have her there because there was a raid I wanted to go do. But I don't know if I'm going to go to it now. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, guys. I will be back in 30 minutes with one more stream. Um, I think I'll be on with Ariel's song. She's a little lower level character, and it should kind of get me away from the crowds and the lag. Especially, I'm going to do a test, so when I shut down the stream, um, if the game smooths out after I shut the stream down, then I'll know it's something to do with my encoding, and I've got to make some adjustments. I appreciate everybody who has
Yeah.
come and checked it out. I see that I got a second view, which is really cool. So whoever the second viewer was, hi, thank you. I appreciate you coming by to check it out. Um, and any suggestions or any comments, I will listen to the feedback and do what I can to get better. Because this is what I want to do. I'm already doing it as my hobby, and I thought, well, this way I could share my guild and share the spotlight. I mean, I would love the idea of being able to get this worked out where I can follow people around on a raid and maybe be the healer or something, and just follow them around on the raid and film their kicking ass. You know, film everybody kicking ass. So the camera would be like on my character filming everybody else and not me. But right on, guys. Thank you for checking this out. Have a great night, and hopefully you get a chance to come check out the second one. Alrighty? Night.
Okay.
I'll be back on. I'm still in Discord. I just said that on the
Okay.
stream.